Good morning. I'll be darned tootin'. I'm on time. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? I'm fine. Good morning. J. Paris, D. Dot, Baby Eyes, Face, January, Sweetie Pie, D. Dot, and the folks up there in the sky. Lucy in the sky with a diamond. Hold on one second, y'all. I'm on time, but I still be forgetting stuff. Okay, here it comes. Here it comes. I'm on time, but I still be forgetting stuff. Seems like I've been gone a long time. I've just been gone one day, huh? Yeah, just one day. I'm not gonna hold y'all too long this morning. I'm gonna hit it and quit it. However, I do have some things I want to talk about. But first, let me say this. This just a little bit into YouTube, just a little tiny bit, okay? Because I'm talking about other stuff this morning. So I was watching a little bit of Mimi checking fake hoes this morning. I made it. Well, she made a post, so I answered over there. So I picked at a little bit of Paso over there, still doing the bragging and stuff about his cars and stuff. And he said something about a Nissan Rogue. Paso, I have a Nissan Rogue. I bought it when it was brand new, first time owner, of course. And yes, my credit was good enough not to put nothing down. Okay, at the credit union, at the state credit union, I financed it for $36,000, and that's fine. Now, if I wanted to finance a different car, I could have did that. But at the stage in my life, I'm just not into brand names no more. Now, some are still, excited about that, especially those that's not used to nothing. You know what I'm saying? I guess they feel like, well, they find it the point in their life where they can, but I'm just not into that stuff like I used to. So just let me say that. And I know you wasn't talking to me specifically, but I just want to say millions of people drive those kind of cars. Damn. Pastor, lighten up a little bit. I didn't know you still over there doing that. Goddamn. Don't nobody care about that kind of stuff, even with clothes. When you get over 50 and over, you don't care about all that name brand stuff. Not unless you were somebody that was deprived of it most of your life as a child coming up, whatever, and then you finally get at a point in your life where you can start having nice things. I get it. I get it. Maybe that's what it is. And I'm just speaking on it because I saw her post this morning and I peeked and I said, oh, okay, he had it again, the Thunderdorms. And then maybe he just saying it specifically to somebody. Maybe he got tunnel vision. I don't know. But a lot of people always did take you the wrong way when you did that. They always thought that you talk down on them. Okay, so let's just move right along. I just thought I'd go there. I was this morning. She showed her car and stuff. I wanted to tell her, baby, that's a nice car. Don't nobody care about all that other stuff. As long as you can drive, and like I said, that I mean, so in other words, you're talking to all the millions of people that have Nissans and Hondas and stuff. Don't nobody care about all that other stuff though. When they hit 50 and over. No, they don't. Okay. Well, that's just my opinion. Okay, so he was checking 7 stars. Is that what he was doing? But I still don't see what's wrong with that. So he had tunnel vision talking about her car. Well, I don't care. Yes, D dot. And let me tell you, my Nissan Rogue have everything in it, just like any other car. The Bluetooth, the whole 9 yards, and I love it. I love my SUV. Y'all saw it. I'm posing about it. It's boo. Okay? Now, it is what it is. Like I said, I could have financed any car I want. And I said, finance, I'm quite sure you didn't pay cash for yours. And I didn't pay cash for mine. I financed it through the bank. It is what it is. Okay. Now, y'all was reading this sad story. First of all, did y'all see that story I put on my community board about the young man, 14-year-old, falling down off the ride? Since I didn't come on yesterday, that's what I would have been talking about because I had been following that story as this happened and I put it on my community board. So maybe when I get to talking about this, I'll go ahead and get to it. But so everybody can see. It was about 3 minutes, 32 seconds, 36 seconds. If y'all didn't see it on my community board, that's a sad situation. Good morning, Tracy, Miss Toby, Durrell. Tracy, for a minute yesterday, I thought I was blocked. I was trying to comment on your video, the one you was doing about Goosey. And every time I pushed my thing, it just went blank. So I went to some of your other videos, blank. I said, no, maybe an accident happened. But then I grabbed my other gadget and it went through. I said, oh, this is my gadget. Maybe I need to turn it off because I don't never turn my phone off. It's on 24/7. And, then get it back on. So it was all good because I made a comment to you and I told you to disregard it. I made a comment asking you, was I blocked? So, which I should have knew better, but I just thought it was weird that I couldn't comment. That's all. So, y'all, I know everybody is just tired of the Will Smith, Chris Rock, but everybody is still talking about it. So, like yesterday when I was strolling around watching Anonymous T, I watch a lot of her, and I think I started watching her when she was covering the Tasha K, Cardi B situation. She was saying that Amy Schumer wrote that distasteful joke. What everybody thought was distasteful joke about her the GI Joe thing, and that he didn't know she had alopecia and all like that. But she said, and she didn't use the word allegedly. Oh, got to take this call, y'all. Hold on a second. Sorry, you know what family call I asked? I got to put because you never know. Could be emergency situation. It could be anything, and I got the answer all the time. But they dropping something off in 20 minutes. Hopefully, I can drop my link and somebody can. While I run down there real quick and talk till I come back up, and not, I'll just throw my music on. So back to what I was saying. So I was watching Anonymous T, and then some people was talking about the history. Back in 2016, he did some more jokes about Will, the whole 9 yards. So people, going through the history, and telling the story about why they never got along. But I was more interested in looking at the old stuff about A. Bibb. Because, last year, A. Bibb and Will Smith made up. Now, Aunt Viv felt like she was blackballed, from the industry because of Will. So, but they made up last year at a reunion and everything. See, even at 19, Will, well, y'all know he was the star. He was star of Fresh Prince. And they was going to give her a cut in her salary. She wanted Will to speak up for her, but he wouldn't get involved in it. And he said some distasteful stuff about her, you know. And Aunt Bib, real name is Janet Hubert. And so they had wow, a long time before they even spoke. A very long time. But she's taking up for him right now about the slap and everything like that. And they say once they made up that she started getting jobs. It was like a Monique kind of thing, with Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry. And I think who that other lead down used when they was mad at Monique because, she wouldn't go around promoting the show. But she said she wasn't going to get paid. But she got paid, for being in the show, the movie that she did. But so it was a situation like that. And she held that grudge for a long, long, long time. So it was good to see they made up. But wow, she missed many years of acting. She was truly. And when they showed her and him talking when they were making up, he understood what she was saying. But I feel like he was just young back then, immature, and just didn't know no better. Because that's what he did to her. Good morning, the unfiltered Muffy. I don't think she would be speaking to favor him if they never made. No, she wouldn't. She was hurt for many, many years. Of course she wouldn't. Of course not. Let's see what she said. Aunt Viv, Janet Hubert snaps as she defends Will Smith for slapping mean-spirited Chris Rock. And she know at this point, since she's blackballed from the industry, he can help her get jobs now. Because she's been offered jobs since he made up with her. So anyway, she played Will Smith's mother in the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. If some of y'all don't know about it, this show and it came on in the 1990s, and anyway, she had her grievances and she was his he was her fictional son, but it was a nice thing. I mean, I used to wait around all the time with a nice little comedy show to watch that. Because when black people started being on TV, it was a big deal. And whenever we start seeing them, one black in the show or something, we said, oh, it's a black person in that show. And y'all, that's the truth. That was in the 70s. And it seems like that's a long time. But if you think back, that's not long ago. And then sooner or later, you start getting, black shows. Everybody watched the Bill Crosby. You know what I'm saying? But it was a big deal back then. It really was. Because it was just hurt. So we watched stuff like The Fonz and All in the Family and Ted Baxter and all those folks. But we started getting our black comedies. Oh, Lord, we was right there watching it. Mm-hmm. So anyway, Hubert wrote in a sincere deleted Instagram post alongside a photo of Smith accepting his first Oscar. And it did overshadow everybody else that got an Oscar. But I didn't even know that Serena was on it. I don't even know who all got an Oscar. I put it to y'all like that, an Oscar, because of the Will situation. I don't know, so I had to go back and watch a little bit of it. So anyway, that's what's going on with the Will stuff, and it's going to be talked about forever, ever. And, Janet, she addressed some of the haters who commented on her post because she's speaking up for him. And they, blasting her now. But, well, everybody taking sides. Everybody got a different opinion. I wonder is everybody going to start going against Amy because she's the one that allegedly wrote the joke. Anyway, we ain't going to waste too much time on Will Smith because we about tired of Will Smith. Okay, let's move right along to this other little accident. And there was a 12-year-old who accidentally shot her 14-year-old cousin. Let's get to that. Y'all, it's just been some sad stuff going on with these children around here lately. I don't know. It seems like I'm always running across these stories. Good morning, Miss Queenie. Anthony Smith. Okay, the story goes like this. Two cousins, 12 and 14, killed while playing with a gun on Instagram Live. Police in St. Louis classified the incident as a murder-suicide, but a relative of Paris Harvey, 12, and Cameron Harvey, 14, said the shooting was a freak accident. Now, Caron is spelled Kuaron. If I'm not pronouncing it right for those people that think they speak what they call it proper language, which I still don't understand who determines that what's proper, what's not proper. Because the English think that we can't talk. We've always thought on the West Coast, the people in the South can't talk because they got a Southern accent and vice versa. So I like to know who determines what's proper and what's not proper, but that's not what I'm talking about though. But anyway, so two young cousins from Missouri were live streaming. One fatally shot the other before she killed herself, the police and the relatives said. St. Louis police identified the children as Paris Harvey, 12, and her cousin Caron Harvey, 14, both of St. Louis. Now, the story y'all went as if they don't know where they had got the gun at the same time or who gun is playing with, but the 12-year-old holding the gun to the back of the 14-year-old head, and they say it went off. So she dropped the gun and then wait a moment, and then you hear a shot as if she killed herself. But some people thinking, no, they don't know if that happened or not. But in the meantime, family, when they heard all of that, was ran over there to where they were, in the bathroom, the cars, whatever. Officers responded to a call about a shooting in the 1000 block of Spruce Street at 2 a.m. Friday. The police department said the victim and suspect were located inside a residence suffering from puncture wounds. Police said both were pronounced dead at the scene. Police classified as a murder-suicide, but family members say it was a tragic accident. Now, I'm wondering too, did the 12-year-old feel bad in that instant when she realized she killed her cousin? And then just picked it up and then shot herself? See, that we don't know what really happened for real. And they don't know either for real. And clearly, if you were to watch it, you would see that was an accident. She didn't mean to shoot her. You can tell that was an accident. And that scared her. Wow. And y'all, these some young children too. It was a freak accident. And they filmed themselves playing with the gun over there on the Instagram. They filmed it. For y'all that didn't see it, I can't show it here because I noticed when I put stuff in my title and I use the word death, kill, or whatever, it stay in yellow. They don't want you saying stuff like that in their title. I've been noticing that happened to me a few times. I came over here and talked about some stuff, so I don't put that kind of stuff in my title. So anyway, the police say the 12-year-old girl fatally shot her cousin, then herself in a live broadcast, which we know on the Instagram. Okay, but the police department initially described the death Caron Harvey and Paris Harvey, 12, with murder-suicide, and it's not, because the family members who watched the video said it showed otherwise. It was no murder. And it wasn't, because clearly you can see it was an accident. It wasn't a suicide, said Paris' mother. So Sunshine Harvey, 35, who did not see the video but heard it described by others. So they don't think that it was a suicide. But I wonder how the other one, once she accidentally shot her, I wonder how did the other one drop? They said first she dropped the gun and picked it up and shot herself. And they were alone in the bathroom at an apartment space that had been rented from the family birthday celebration. I wonder where they got that gun. And all of them was getting together to celebrate. And so the younger kids, they got a bed. They had a bed and breakfast, Harvey said, according to KSDK. They were making a video and Paris was playing with the gun, but it went off and hit him. I keep saying her, but it was a him. Sorry about that, y'all. The girl's grandmother, Susan Dyson, who had been seeing the Instagram live video, told the Post-Dispatch it wasn't a situation where they were arguing or anything like that. They were playing with the gun. Y'all, that's two loss of two young people. That's just a sad situation. Just like the video, if y'all didn't see it on my community board, go watch it. It's only like 3 minutes. Let me get over there. When the 14-year-old. So now they're saying he was too heavy to get on the ride. They only went up to so many pounds to get on a ride. But the thing is, they didn't double check that lot, the seating around that guy. They didn't double check it. Let me get to it, y'all, so I can let y'all hear what went on. Wow. Yeah, 3 minutes and 34 seconds. Maybe I can put it in my in the thing in here in the chat. Let me see if I can put it in here. The link to it in here. Let me see if I can do that. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna have to, but first I'm gonna play it, and then I'm gonna put the link in there, but I got it on my community board. Yeah, I'm gonna try to drop it in here. When she went to pick up the gun, it destroyed and shot her. That's what they said, Faith. The gun went off. She picked it up, and it just accidentally went off again because she picked it up by the handle. Did she have a finger? I wonder, did she have a finger on the trigger when she picked it back up and it accidentally went off? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That's a hard one too to even imagine. Yeah, I'm just thinking out loud in my mind and stuff. What I'm talking about is I'm trying to imagine such a thing. She picked up the gun and then it went off. Either way it goes, it's a tragedy. It's a hell of a tragedy. Okay, let's get over here and listen to the family. I'm here for the show. Good morning. I'm here for the show. Faith Yaya. Okay, got it. I'm gonna read the chat a little bit. Faith Yaya, did you see this in the video? Or are you reporting what the mother said? Because the mother wasn't there. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. We don't know what went on in the bathroom, but they said that's what happened. But if you see it on the Instagram, and I don't know if they still got it up there, because usually when they're investigating stuff like that, they will remove it. I'm surprised they even let it be on there like that. So but this is YouTube, it's different Instagram. I understand that, but certain titles of mine stayed in the yellow, and it took me to do at least 3 of them saying the word killed. Like I talk about the pregnant woman died when she had the baby. I actually put that in the title. It stays in yellow. I got to notice a pattern of how if I say certain stuff. Okay, so anyway, let's listen to them. Listen to them. And then I get this person. It should go off. So I don't know. Either way it go, like I said, it's a sad situation.
Property. It sent a formal request to Slingshot
okay.
Group, the owner and.
Wait a minute. I'm doing the wrong story right now. I'm on the one I put on my community board. I'm trying to. I can go and finish that one. I can go and let y'all. Wait a minute. I'm trying to talk about the one with the one shot themselves. Sorry about that, y'all, because it's 2 stories. I told you I'm going to get to that next because I know y'all saw that on my community board already. Hold on one second. I guess they did remove the video. I'm trying to find the video so y'all can at least hear it. The one that was posted on the Instagram. I'm just going to put the link in. I was going to put it in here in my chat. That's what I'm looking for. Wow. Did they move it? Evidently they did. But if I find it again, I'm gonna put it on my community board like I did the other story. So let me get back to the other story then. For those of y'all that didn't see it on my community board, I'll let y'all hear it. I mean, there's just so much stuff going on with these youngsters these days. It's just a sad situation. But let me tell y'all something. There's something with a little humor in. I'm gonna talk about after I talk about this ride that the little kids was on. The little boy was on that fell off the thing. Y'all, people be getting mad when you come on here and talk about other stuff. I've been hearing all kind of stuff about myself. I even got some old nasty little emails and stuff. So anyway, you know, I really don't care. Let's see what they talking about now. What had to do with clean his blood up. They didn't even clean. Y'all hear that? And the lady said the hardest thing for her to do when they went back out there to the theme park or whatever you call it was cleaning up the blood. They didn't even clean up the boy's blood. He was 14 years old.
Emotional vigil as family mourns the death of the 14-year-old who fell off a drop ride at Icon Park. Plus, the News 6 investigators make a bombshell discovery. pointing to a potential cause for the deadly accident.
Manufacturers
Can y'all see this?
say the passenger should have never been on that ride in the first place. Glad you're with us tonight. I'm Matt Austin.
And I'm Lisa Bell. 14-year-old Tyree Sampson of Missouri fell to his death from the Orlando freefall ride late Thursday night. Florida Department of Agriculture and the Orange County Sheriff's Office are investigating the death. The ride is now shut down.
Tonight, Icon Park also demanding the slingshot ride be shut down too.
Thank you. I didn't know I was still on mute. Thank you very much for the person that just texted me and said I was on mute. I was asking Bawan a question. I was saying, I got that video that they say she had put on private. You know, people film stuff. You know, we get stuff all the time, right? And so I was noticing the chat, and it seems like every 5 minutes, every few minutes, you asking about. And so what the Blessed Walker saying? What did she do? Bawan, and I was just curious why, you know, you kept asking about me. And just put in the chat why. You know, I was just curious. I said, wow, why? Because I got it. I got the video, the chat and everything. And I was wondering, I said, why don't you keep asking about me? But what about Blessed Walker? Well, what did Blessed Walker say? What did Blessed? You did that every 5 minutes, baby. Tell me why. And I ain't mad. I was just wondering why you were so curious about what was said. That's all. And was that you? Good morning. Let's see. The one in the video after the gun went off, she covered her ears as she fell down. Then you heard the pop and the gas. That's what I'm saying. You think she got so afraid of the accident fate that she really did when she picked up the gun and accidentally went off? That's what I'm saying. Good morning, Deanna Upton, girl. Good morning. I was in the bushes on a small video you did. I think for about 24 minutes. You know, it's my first time missing Tubi this past Friday. I was all the day. I don't want to watch it myself. It does sound like an accident. That point. It is. 2 children are gone, Bawan. 2 children. But yeah, when I just asked you, Bawan, I was just curious. Because I said, wow, she keep asking about me. She keep asking about me. And that's how I was thinking. You know, so You regret watching both of the ones that I'm talking about. That's why yesterday I was gonna come on and talk about it, and I said, no, I'm just gonna put it on my community board. And that's what I did. But y'all, can you imagine if we had seen the actual fall of this 14-year-old, like some of his friends and bystanders actually saw that, and you can hear the lady hollering, did you lock it? The light was on, the green light was on. Well, he was over 250. He wasn't supposed to be on that ride. No, some of these lazy conductors, and let me tell you something, y'all, they don't be professional when you go to a theme park, a carnival, whatever you may want to call it. They be people, day workers. They go down to the place, sit and get sent out on the job, and then they'll show them how to do it real quick. And they be mostly, you know, kind of sometimes mostly homeless or people without a job that go do day work. They don't really be professional, and they show them how to turn on the machine and turn off the machine and lock them up, you know, in the seats and all like that. They don't really be professionals, I'm telling you. Some of them be alcoholics the whole 9 yards. I found that out years ago, back in the 90s, because I knew a guy that he drank a lot of liquor, and he would always go to the place, you know, for day jobs. So he got a job for the carnival for 7 days. He was so happy he got a job for 7 days, because you may get sent out to be for a day or two. Sometimes I get lucky and they might have one person for 2 or 3 weeks at different warehouses or whatever. And then he got hired for when they broke it down. And they worked through the night to break the carnival down. And he said that was a hell of a lot of work. And they didn't get paid a lot of money. You see what I'm saying? So they don't be professional. They probably went to her and have a drink now. I mean, maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but I know that because of that. They don't be professionals. I think she's scared to try to pick it up and accidentally put her finger on the trigger or something. Good morning, Carrie. Today, Wednesday, huh? I'm going to try to be there tonight. I saw the video as well, but before they started the ride, one worker asked the other, did he check? That's what I'm saying. And he was saying the light was on, that he checked it. So this about the other story that she could have been trimming when she, yeah, can y'all imagine how afraid she was in that moment that she decided just for a moment, well, I'm just going to shoot myself too. I can't imagine how the young person must have felt at the time, realizing, wow, just killed him. Picked it up and it could have, but when it went off, it didn't really say, now you know a lot about the story too. It didn't really say where the bullet actually hit her at when it went off. Now we know the gun was to the back of his head. It was playing around. I wondered, did they know that it was bullets in the chamber? I wondered that they playing with it, didn't see was it loaded. We'll never get all those answers. We'll never get all those answers. But let me tell y'all this though. This is something funny. You know, people get on here and talk about everything like the way we do. So I'm going to laugh at a few little things while I wait for this person. And I'm going to drop my link too, because I'm going to need somebody to come up here for a few minutes. I got to run outside real quick. But I also thought this was just something to laugh at, because people talk about anything. And I got a kiki out of this. Now, have y'all ever been somewhere and had gas real bad and don't want to let it out? I remember when I was a little girl, I used to hear the old folks say, I ain't gonna let that go around my heart. You know, you would hear people saying that. Or when you first start dating, you hold it in, especially if you sleeping with somebody and y'all dating you through the night, you might want to chip out the bed and go in the next room and let it out real fast. Wait till you fan it off and come back. Well, this person tried to hold it in. She ended up going to the hospital. I can't pronounce the name in her Spanish. Is Vivian de Carreros Piera, better known by her stage name as Puka, P-O-C-A-H, made the admission in a recent Instagram story after she was treated for intestinal gas buildup. The 27-year-old told her 15.7 million followers she was too embarrassed to pass gas in front of her partner. So she held in her farts for extended periods of time. Then she held it in so much, y'all, she had to go to the hospital. That gas went all up to her heart and everywhere. It sure will. I ain't gonna be trying to hold nothing either. So it made me think back, was I like that when I met my husband? Let me recollect, y'all. Let me recollect. I don't know. But right now, I let him rip. I let him rip. Of course, after all these years, and he let his rip too. I let him rip. But I guess in the beginning, people do be ashamed of that. Y'all, that's a natural human body function. We can't help that. And you're right. You're right. It holding it can carry that gas and go around your heart. Because I've been old folks, I ain't gonna let that go around my heart. So amongst all of this stuff that I've been watching, I said, okay, I'm getting a little kiki too, as well. Funny. Yes, indeed. It was funny. Let me see how long did she stay in the hospital. A Brazilian singer is one of the men is on the men after she was hospitalized with a case of trapped farts after refusing to pass gas in front of her boyfriend, singer. Do y'all think y'all would hold y'all in? In any way, she had a message for her fans. Her refusal to fart resulted in somewhat embarrassing trip to the emergency room. That was even worse. When she got there, say, well, what's the problem? Well, I've been holding my farts in. And now it went, I think it went up around my heart. I'm sick, my stomach hurt, this and that. But anyway, y'all, she had to stay in the hospital though. And she put it on the Instagram because she wanted everybody to know, don't try to hold your farts in. You got to let it out, let it out. So she said she woke up about 5:30 a.m. with severe abdominal pain. And as a result, she went to the hospital with her boyfriend. The post reportedly features several pictures of her in the medical facility as doctors tried to figure out the cause of her discomfort. Eventually, they determined it to be a case of trapped gas. Y'all, no, I do a body cleanse every week. If I feel like I gotta let some out, I'm gonna drink my diet tea, my smooth move, and whatever else that I need. No. I let them rip, y'all. Now, did any of y'all ever have that kind of experience? I want to inquire mine right now. I might want to know. So apparently the songstress spent a good deal of time with her boyfriend, and she was reportedly mentioned in her story. I wonder how long they had been together where she felt like she couldn't fart in front of him. Girls, don't be ashamed to fart in front of your guy, because what's really embarrassing is not letting your guy sleep because you're in discomfort. Going to the hospital with your guy and the diagnosis being trapped fart. From now on, I ain't letting them rip, guys. And she really said that for real, guys. That was her words. Let me show y'all. She's telling y'all, let it rip. Let it R.I.P. rip, see? She telling y'all, true story, y'all. So amongst all the tragedies, that was a little bit of humor, because who gets on here and talk about parts? Well, I guess I am right now, but I just thought it was a funny, humorous story, amongst all of that. And let me do this thing. How much more time I got? Oh, yeah, okay. Gas pockets, exactly, Voodoo. Exactly. I step out the room or go outside. But when you get used to being around somebody, you've been around for a while, don't y'all just let it rip? Yeah, D-Dot, that's what the folks used to say back in the day. I used to hear the old folks saying, I ain't gonna let the get, they let it out. They don't care because they're at the age where they're not caring. They know to let it out, 35, 40 and up. I ain't letting that gas go around my heart. So, but then when you're out in public, especially on the elevator, oh my God. This Caucasian guy one time let one in and out in the elevator. I got off the floor before I was trying to get to the next two floors. Oh my God. And then they think it'd be funny when they do it, because people be covering their nose. And I can imagine they be looking around trying to see if anybody looking. We don't know who did it. But now I got to be truthful. I remember one time I couldn't hold one either in the elevator. People said, oh, what's that? What's that? And sorry, y'all, I was giggling. But, it is. D-Dot is a natural body function. It's like it really is. You got to let it go. You read that story too? I was like, girl, you better let it out, huh? Let it out. I'll say. And that's about all I really came on to discuss this morning, because I missed y'all yesterday. You know what I'm saying? I said, let me come on here and talk about a few of the things I was watching. I also been watching this one lady, and I done got hooked on watching her. She's from the village over there on the continent. And they still do stuff in their culture as far as cooking and the food she cooked. And I put one on the community board. That was an older one. I just wanted to give y'all examples. She cooking. So I'm gonna go find me some food powder, which I can buy that root thing. What do they call it? Cassava root. Because I've been looking at the recipes. I keep telling you I like trying different stuff. I'm gonna go get some of that. But I love that family. And I also found this lady named, when I was quarantining, I didn't want to hear nothing negative, so I wasn't really watching YouTube. But when I did, I was finding other stuff. And that's how I found these two ladies. Yorkie Sturrock. She go haul hunting, fishing, and everything. So I think I put one of hers up there too. And I'll be watching. So I was over there live, my first time catching live, and somebody on their name was Options or Life Options or something. And they said to me in the chat, they recognized who I was because I started asking questions in the chat. They said, "Oh, I see you found Yorkie." And I said, "Yes, I found her a few months ago, and I've been watching all her videos every day. That's what I'm doing when I'm not over here looking at all around the beach. I've been watching different stuff. I don't know who that person is, but that name sound familiar. Do that sound familiar to y'all? Options, I think it was Options or Life or something like that. I was wondering, what's that one of Chuck King's people? It's on track to let it rip. Get you. Gas pills only help you push it out. Gas pill don't make it stay up in there, but why? Like those Rolaids and stuff, it helps you to get rid of gas if it's trapped, so it's gonna come out. So you gotta let it out. Would much rather have my lady fart than cause her to die. I swear, just let it out. We all do it. All those human being farts. Yeah, so y'all, that name sounded familiar. Did that name sound familiar to y'all? And somebody else was talking to me too in that chat, and we was really holding a conversation. I said, "Oh, I got a couple of people over here. They evidently watched the beef sector, be in the beef sector, whatever." Okay, exactly, such a gentleman. This person taking a long time waiting. I like them long ones. Afterwards, you be like, "Man, oh, it feels good to let that out, belch and everything." Yeah, it's a natural body function. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was kind of funny. Now I did drop the link. If anybody got anything to say, I like to know. I just did that kickstand. Y'all, we have this one guy that I never, ever talk about, as well as the lady that just told all her business. Somebody that sent me links talking about me, but I know you be in my bushes because you said something that I supposedly said in a way that it wasn't said, which I think is weird when people don't like you, but they still be watching you. I'm not answering you. So if you're in my bushes now, go catch the replay. So just give it up. Matter of fact, don't nobody really watch you tell the truth about it. So just letting you know, for when you watch this, you know who I'm talking about. If y'all don't hear me talking about somebody that came from me, it's because they non-factors. I mean, they're just not that important. I mean, they're not worth talking about for real. They're just not. Yeah, I have to throw that out there without being messy. I'm not trying to be messy. I'm just saying to this one person, give it up. Just give it up and turn it loose. Who's to sing that song? Give it up, turn it loose. Yeah, but anyway. Okay, let me call them. Let's take them so long because I want to run out and run in. Give it up and turn it loose. And I mean that. But those were some interesting stories, which there's a lot more going on. I think I might have time. I want to go into. But y'all, Serena was very beautiful. She has this sister, her oldest sister's name Sabrina. I'm talking about Serena Williams. That's been very verbal about her growing up. And she seems to think that her dad abandoned him and loved Serena Venus the most. She seems to think he just left a whole family. King Richard doesn't deserve an Oscar because it is bullcrap. She don't think that the movie should have gotten an Oscar because she thinks that they didn't show everything in the movie before, what led up to how he got with that family or whatever. But, and it's just bullcrap. Sabrina believes. I don't know if y'all be following stories like this, but I do. Serena Williams' half-sister, Sabrina, believes King Richard doesn't deserve to win the Oscar. She looked just like their dad. She looked just like them, He got some strong genes, y'all. And anyway, if y'all don't know what the movie is for people that, work and don't get around and watch a lot of stuff, it's based on Serena and the life. King Richard, a film based on the life of Richard Williams, Serena and Venus Williams' father, has received a lot of appreciation worldwide since its release. The film depicts the struggles Richard Williams faced both financially and socially to train his daughters in playing tennis. Legendary actor Will Smith plays the character of Richard Williams, and the film has won a string of awards. Do y'all think their older sister just sound bitter because her mother and him broke up and he got another family? And in that family, his daughters in that family were successful at tennis. Sometimes I wonder, did he just get into tennis when he got with Serena and the mother? I mean, he must have done something with his other family, to help them move along or something. Anyway, the 57-year-old called the whole thing a crock of bullcrap because of the timing of the award. Sabrina lost her son just a few weeks before, according to her. Richie didn't even call her to know her whereabouts. So she lost her son and she felt like her father didn't call her. The whole thing is a crock of bull, says Sabrina in the interview with Son. Is twice as painful because my son is gone and then I have to think about people winning awards. I'm just so done. I mean, God bless Will Smith, and I guess he deserved awards as you can't fault his ability as an actor. She said that she's not mad at Will Smith because it isn't his fault. But she's mad at the family. And this ain't her first time y'all speaking out about her disdain or distaste for her father and Serena and them. This ain't the first time. So y'all think she just bitter because somebody back here. Sorry, I wasn't looking at that. She thinks she's just bitter. I don't know. I just think she's just bitter. Just move right. Hey, William.
Yes.
Can you hear me, William?
Yes, I
Good
can hear
morning,
you. Can you
William.
hear me, dear?
Yes.
Okay. It's been a long time, sweetheart. I got a different avatar, so I'll explain that later on down the road when I come back up somewhere else. You're doing a great job, sweetheart. I love you, like I always said. And people want to make fun of us old cronies or us old crony Southern people. I just want to say, hey, you're the best at what you do. And like you said, give it up, turn it loose. Mr. TD, Tyrone Davis.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
and continue doing you, sweetheart. Okay?
Yeah.
Just continue doing you.
Thank you for that, because I've always have did me, and I've always have did my stories first and then the YouTube. But sometimes, Mr. Carruthers, this gets old after a couple years.
Yeah, it does. It does. Things get old, so
That's my first thought, though, when I first wake up in the morning, anyway. But it does. You be needing a mental break. And then, like I said, when I did my last live, I think it was Friday. If people really been really truly listening, not just listening, but listening to me, I've been saying for a year and longer. But I had something else planned I wanted to do, but I kept procrastinating. And then I was trying to find the right people, but I've been saying it. And I had to, like I said, and I voiced it a couple of years ago to Lady Nick. I said, well, listen, I'm not trying to make this no career to be here for years. I figured 2 years the most, I'm gonna be kind of doing some other, and I am. So people
yes.
taking that, oh, she leaving the beef steak. No, I'm not leaving. I'm still gonna be coming on here. I just ain't gonna be involved with all that. You know what I'm saying? Because it gets tiresome. And I say the people that really depends on that have to do the mess for their living gonna be the ones still here another 4-5 years still doing it. For example, Stanky Baby is one. Because she really depends on this for her income, her only income. And don't get me wrong, of course I'm on here to make a course. This is like a job. Don't get me wrong, be like everybody else. Call it. I'm just saying, just and I'm not gonna be stuck. Get in your spirit and get stuck. And I always think about my friends. I still call her friend because I ain't got nothing against her. Love and dearly, still appreciate the experience. She was wanting to leave, but she wouldn't leave because every time she wanted to leave, she got pulled back in. She felt like she had to keep clapping back at people that was coming at her. and be careful what you put in the atmosphere. Because for
Yes.
you to leave, you're gonna leave in one way or another. Might not be the way that you want to go. You know what I'm saying? But you're gonna leave because you keep putting that out there. And then when you got that so deep in your spirit and you won't listen to your gut telling you it's time to leave, or I can take it farther, you won't listen to what God telling you, however way you want to put it, and don't leave. You're gonna leave in one way or another. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You have to listen to
Well,
yourself.
when we get to the twilight of our lives, as they say, there are certain things we might go back and look at it and say, well, what the hell did I do that for? You
Yeah.
know, but for us, and I also know for you, like I said, I love coming up here listening to you because we can relate throughout the years on some of the things, how we grew up as younger adults and things that people don't realize we did and said, the food we ate, the television we watched, the shows we watched then compared to now, and you bring it back. So there's
I,
no
Well, I be
that
trying to get you a little something, and now and then. I don't really go too deep, even with the history here on YouTube. Like
right.
it's certain people can't let a situation go, and it's been 3 years. I'm not into all that old stuff. I
No,
just
no,
really,
no, no, no. Well, no, we don't even think about that. Think about them ham hocks and greens,
yes,
that cornbread at the table.
but wait a minute, you tell me now. So you understand when I say, because my dad used to tell us back in the day, that's not soul food. That's
Right,
what we give to the slave, and then later on start giving to the poor people at a nickel pound or whatever. You know,
right.
so we can't hardly buy it no more for all these other races loving it too. Then you got this old
I, I I remember
to
I
me,
remember chicken feet. They used to give away the chicken feet.
say that makes the best broth. For real, it does. I heard people used to
Yes,
make
it does.
but I don't want to get too deep into the food. I'm just
No.
making examples. The thing is, I don't want to get too straight away too far what I was talking about. But the
Hmm.
thing is, that one person that thinking, oh, go eat your chili, you damn right eat my chili. Me and other million black people that do. So is that supposed to be a shame to whole race? You know, I'm supposed to think like that now. Because I'm
And
not saying go ahead and get your stuffing with the raisins and the apples stuffed in the bird. I'm
right.
not saying get your bologna sandwich and your tomato soup for lunch. For a regular, see, a common Thanksgiving dinner would be turkey, mashed potato, grapes, green beans, and a pumpkin pie. I ain't talking about that meal. So, but if I do, that sound like I'm talking about a race of people, but that is what they cook. So I was just,
Yes, yes.
but let me get
But
back to what I'm talking about.
yeah, let's go.
Oh,
Let's get back to these
oh,
young
hold on.
kids.
My callers, wait, no, hold on. All right, y'all. I got to run outside. Anybody want to come up talk to Mr. Williams while I got to run down?
Oh,
But I want to get back to. I was going
you
to
gotta
get
take
back
care
to.
of an
I
errand.
want to. Yeah, I'm gonna run down. Come right back. I want to see your opinion on this accidental shooting and the things I was talking about.
Okay,
And what
dear.
do you think? And do you think people, when I come back and tell me, do you think that people are going to start going at Amy Schumer because she's the one who wrote that
That
this
joke.
is the joke? So
Uh,
I want your
okay.
opinion on that. I'm trying not to stray away. I got that
Uh,
much more time, but let
well,
me
I can do. Just go ahead, take care of it. Bless. I'll be here if nobody comes up. Yeah,
run.
I'll be here for you.
Okay, hold on for a few minutes. Go on and talk now. What should I
Oh
put my
yeah,
music? Put my music. Because
yeah.
ain't
Play
nobody wants
play
to see
play
this
us some
kind of
music,
thing.
Bless. Play
I
us
was
some
trying to
music because I don't want to be. I don't want nobody to say I'm coming up here taking over your platform.
I
Play some
didn't say
music,
that.
dear.
Everybody here what you think. Everybody here what you think. Not unless you not unless you need somebody to talk to.
Oh God.
Yeah, look at Trey's online. Replace the pumpkin pie with sweet potato. Replace the mashed potato with chili. Exactly, Trayvon.
Yes, yes, yes.
Call that. If you can't grab the link, because Mr. Williams seemed like he think that. Grab it if you can.
Well, whoever. Well, yes. What? Hello. Hey, James. Treasure Lane, James. How you doing this morning?
Exactly.
Mm, What is the
Where's your
difference? What is the difference between yams and sweet potatoes? I'm asking the young people. I think us old folks know the difference.
Well, people like to use sweet potatoes more for, I think they sweeter, less starch. I think the yams are a little bit more starchier, and we use sweet potatoes for the sweet potato pie.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. Mama always used sweet
Okay, I'm gonna
potatoes.
come down here for real. Can you grab the link, Paulette? Can you handle it,
Mm,
Mr. Carruthers?
I can handle it. I'll read the chat and see.
Yeah, because I want to get. Oh, wait a minute. This might be Paulette. Give me a minute, because she'll talk to you, keep you company, because you're just gonna be complete silence. That's Billy Boy. She definitely a talker. I got to run out here. Uh,
Oh yeah.
can you hear me, Billy? Wait a minute. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay, then I'm gonna run out here. I'll be right back.
All right.
All
All
right.
right.
Hello,
Good
Mr.
morning.
Carruthers.
Hello there, James.
What's going on?
I know, no. I've been watching the YouTube streets as usual, staying out of the mess because you taught me well.
Did I say, well, why can't I do that for myself?
Oh goodness. No, but I'm just so hurt with that Will Smith. Well, I'm not hurt. I'm proud with the Will Smith stuff, but I'm hurt about the backlash from the Will Smith stuff.
It's,
You know.
yeah, I mean, it's interesting, but it'll pass and we'll move on to something else.
Oh
But
yeah.
yeah, I knew it was going to be a mess as soon as it happened. I was like, uh-oh, here we go.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna let you have it because one thing I'm gonna say is, Baby, what did you think about Mr. Tim and Jay Wilson yesterday? Because I did watch it.
So it wasn't nothing but some more of the same. That wasn't nothing new. And
That
I
was
seen
so
people was
funny.
getting, yeah, people were getting kind of irritated. Some people were irritated,
Irritated. Yeah.
like this is not funny. Yeah, it actually is
Yeah.
funny because
Yeah.
everybody involved was involved voluntarily. They
Right.
both
Right.
enjoy exactly what it was that they was doing. So I didn't feel no kind of way about it. I was sitting here cracking up laughing.
I was too.
I think they enjoy each other. They actually, I think they like each other, but they just don't realize it.
They don't realize it, right?
They
Just
don't
like
realize it. I really don't think that. If I don't know, I
yeah,
don't believe that Tim hates Jay.
Jay,
He
and I
likes
don't.
arguing with Jay.
Yeah, Jay doesn't hate Tim either, but some of the
No,
jokes.
Jay thinks he's funny.
Oh my goodness! Like I said, and I'm just looking to see how maybe YouTube, the beef sector is evolving now. I think it's evolving. He's still there. He's still
Yeah, I was going through a
okay.
dead zone. I'm in the car.
Okay. Oh, okay. You always going somewhere.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay. But no, I'm thinking I'm seeing this beef sector going through a phase right now, which it's like we're trying to find a new niche that everything is going to be open because pretty soon people are going to be leaving, being able to go out and go to the movies and go to the amusement parks and do different things. And I'm wondering if we're going to have more live per se or uploadings of doing what we've been doing all day during the day.
People will continue on because remember last summer, last summer I was standing in line for a ride at Busch Gardens and being doxxed at the same time. So, it's just, child, they'll get back to what they do.
Yeah.
I don't give it too much thought. It's like, okay, y'all.
I don't either. And I'm really trying to let people know, hey, I'm at my, I want to make the century, the 3/4 century mark, but anything out there in life is possible. So I may be here today and gone tomorrow, but I'm not looking at the being gone tomorrow. I'm looking at for today what I can do to make myself joyous and the people that I can listen to on here to make me joyous. So you're one of them. Like I said, Duchess is another one. Believe it or not, SK, he's one of them too. Uh,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Absolutely.
and man, I'm too damn old to be worrying about somebody coming to my door with a picket sign or something,
Ain't nobody
Shit.
coming at nobody's door. Listen.
No.
It's foolishness. I mean,
Yeah.
the most that you're gonna get is what I got. Somebody standing across the street, taking
Yeah.
pictures
Taking
and talking
pictures. Right.
smack.
You hear me,
It's
Paulette?
Right.
this is
Or they
foolishness.
or
Yeah.
they post up or they
You hear
post up
me?
something that happened 30 or 20 years ago.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey, Bless.
Bless.
Is that Bless or is that Paula?
Yeah, no, that's Paulette and me. I was just saying I'm bike. So I gotta keep quiet and catch up to what y'all was talking about. So keep on going. I'm listening to you all
How
going.
y'all doing?
Hi,
Hey,
Miss Paula.
hello, Miss Paulette. How you doing, sweetheart?
I'm doing good. I had trouble getting up here.
Oh,
Yeah,
My
I
computer
was
has some O's up.
like he was gonna get quiet. And so I want somebody to come up here and talk to him. But then Billy here came and it's fine, you can be here too. So
Okay.
but I see now I'm trying to read the chat too about what was talked about here for a minute so I can jump in.
Just the state of literally the state of the beef sector, and if once the weather finishes changing, will it go back to the way it was? Will people chill out, or will they
right.
spike up?
Spike up. Yeah, someone doxed me. I don't care about it because, like I say, I'm 71 years old and shit they doxed me on happened maybe 20, 30 years ago.
So you already
Like
lived through it.
I'm already done lived through it. I'm still living my best life. So
Okay.
the hell with it.
Let me answer Billy Boy Williams. I don't think it's gonna go back to the same because it's more new content creators and they don't do it like we used to do it. And if it does, it would be a good thing, but I ain't see it. Not yet.
It depends on us, though. You know what? That depends on us.
Right.
As far as what happens with the newer content creators, me personally, I already told y'all, I ain't arguing with no new bitch about no old shit. I ain't doing it. I'm not doing it. So if we allow the new content creators to come in and pull up the old stuff and want to try to argue with us, then that'll be on us. That's because that's what we wanted to do. But there's really no reason to literally be sitting here trying to argue with somebody new about something that happened when they wasn't here.
Exactly. And they think they really be knowing too. I mean, and then the ones that was here don't never tell the story right. And if you notice, I don't even be trying to even go there. If I hear one, I just hear it and just keep pushing. I don't even be trying to go there with it. And I think that's what's kind of turning me off. I say, well, damn. Then they doing too much. Now I was mentioning CC like you got everything going. You got channels. You do other stuff. You don't have to sit up here and depend on the beat like Stanky Baby and all the fruit. Like that. That's her life for real. And so she gonna continue to do that like that. And I didn't say I was leaving the beef sector. I said I'm kind of chilling out for a minute because I don't like what's going on. Sometimes you need a break. Because I'm always.
But it spills over sometimes though, Bless. Literally, I went, what was this, 2 days ago? I was over at Dee Loop Loops, right?
Right.
I'm in the bushes. It's late at night. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. And TC, you know TC, that's Blessed, that's Brianna's her moderator. And you remember me, her, and Nika had that little blowout that we had. So TC was kind of over there. She was kind of being sort of like interviewed by Gigi Darling. And then my name came up and she started talking about why she couldn't stand me. She just can't stand me. And she started telling the reason why. I'm sitting in the bushes. And when she started saying what it was, it actually went all the way back 3 years to me and Miss Maywood and the whole comment about the little girl.
Right.
And the thing was, TC was actually there. So it wasn't even a thing of her not being there. She was there and she's telling the story, but the story ain't right. So you know me. So I swung on down out the bushes and I told that is not what I said. I ended up going up on the panel. We didn't argue, we didn't fight or anything. It was really good. We didn't, because we fight. Me and TC would get to fighting. We didn't fight or anything. And we actually talked it out, went through what it was and what she was saying that wasn't correct. And she actually apologized.
Yeah.
She apologized. We squashed that part. Came to an understanding that she didn't like the verbiage of what it was that I said, and that's fine. And she doesn't have to like me, and I don't have to like her, and we could be fine. We ain't got to fight no more. There's no need for us to fight anymore, and that was it. Well, in the midst of that, TC actually told the story that she remembers the video that I was talking about, that everybody goes back and forth saying it never happened. TC says she remembered the video and all of that. Baby, when I tell you, Babe Nation got to swooping down and attacking her, and Gigi's chat, they was attacking her, and then I got attacked by that damn Reese K. Y'all see me post that on my community wall.
Yeah.
And then Reese K threatened to dox me, threatened to pull up to my house, and all that. And this is where I say it spills over. I'm over there on my Treasury Lane page.
Right.
Reese goes over on my Spill It Boy TV page and leaves comments telling me about how she gonna dox me and all this and this, that, and the other, and all of that, threatening me. So it does sometimes spill over, even when you try to separate it out.
Yeah.
But it just what are we going to do with it? But them ain't nothing but scare tactics. I don't think it's ever going to go away fully.
No.
Because people really think that it works. It don't work.
Okay. Okay, guys, let me go on mute. I got a call.
Roasting somebody and going back and forth with them, they do just like what you said. They want to come to you, threaten you to come to your house. They want to threaten to dox you because they didn't do that like 3 years ago. We back and forth. We win this argument. But people doing to just do it to you. You're right. It does spill over. Because I have been on here before talking about something totally different. Of course, because somebody in the chat want to bring up something to try to get me to go over there to whatever they saying, and I won't do it. Sometimes I might answer and say something quick, sometimes I won't. So yeah, it does spill over. You're right about that.
Right. And I mean, come on. It's been that I don't care nothing about you talking about you coming to my house. Like I said, listen, you want to impress me? Knock on the door. I don't give a damn about you being across the street. That don't have nothing to do with me. You want to really make an impact, knock on the door. And then that's it. And until you do that, none of what you're talking about don't mean nothing. Calling the restaurant, all that stuff that's already been done, nobody cares about that. I still ain't never been shook by none of that. I still ain't never stopped cussing y'all out about none of that. So what you gonna do this new? Ain't nobody doing that old stuff over and over again with no new people. That's stupid.
We've all been doxxed on here. Every one of us that I have been doxxed, that's been here over 3 years or so. You realize that because they don't know nothing about you. They're going to make up something. I never told them my personal life. I might throw a little something out there and let them run with it. Like I said the other day about ministry, I never said about ordained minister. But anybody that understands the church that you situations, I didn't even come on and explain that. I'm just saying they do be trying to pull you into little stuff. So you want to go there with them or not, but they don't know how to roast bag no more.
Right. I don't mind you discussing the old stuff. And I don't mind you having an opinion about the old stuff. But don't move the goalposts, don't change the details, and don't call yourself attacking me about the old stuff. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Madam Scorpio said it right. People love to rewrite the history.
And that's where the problem comes up. But I'm not going to sit up and fight with you about, I think that was wrong. But you didn't have nothing to do with it. And you wasn't here, so who even cares? Who are you again? Go bye. Bye. Take your 50 subscribers and go on. Bye.
Exactly. And then the ones I was saying something about somebody earlier. I'm not gonna mention the name. I don't even discuss this guy, but he's gonna pull me over there. And like you said, take your 50. Well, he might have 10 or 15. So I'm not, and I'm not really be getting on people because I watch people with small. Don't get me wrong, but him like that, no, I'm not gonna even do that like that.
I watch everybody. I ain't got to like you. I'll come in there. I'll come in there and look. And if I catch you saying some bullshit, I'll address you. But I watch everybody.
I ain't gonna answer to this at all. Yeah, I'll be everywhere too. So the numbers don't matter, but I'm talking specifically about this one person. So no, I'm not gonna do that like that. No. So I know you're in the bushes. I'm gonna catch the replay. I'm not gonna do it. But Mr. Williams, let me ask you a question because I did hear this a couple of days. You did get doxxed. I'm trying to figure out why you got doxxed.
He on a phone call. He's still on mute. He went on to a phone call.
Stuff the other day. I didn't watch it, but I heard he had got doxxed. And
Yeah, I
said,
seen it, and I just kind of, I just turned, because I love both people, so I just kind of turned my head and I said it'll fix itself.
me too. I do like the person who they said they got doxxed. I didn't see it myself. You know how people always sit in us stuff, and
It'll fix
sometimes
itself.
I don't. You know, so I was just wondering. I said, "Wow, what's up, Paulette?" I'm sorry, you sitting there. Let me start letting you speak, Paulette. You here?
I ain't done that. I'm just chilling.
Yeah. So
Just chilling. I'm listening to y'all. I'm enjoying the conversation.
That's Philly. Now, before I left, people was asking, yeah, I'm going to food. Evidently, Terry don't like me talking about something, didn't go to food. But I'm going to do it. Just worry about your bologna sandwich and tomato soup. Now, when I left, people was asking me the difference between sweet potatoes and yams. Now, wasn't I correct? Isn't the yams a little starchier? And I don't even like the white ones in the inside. They hell of a starchy. You know how they have the white ones?
That's what I've actually heard. I don't, I can't really say. I really can't say, but that's what I've heard. I did hear it was about the starch. So, yeah,
Well, I
I
pulled
think
up
you're right.
information on the internet,
Mm-hmm.
and if you would like to know some of the differences, the yams have more sugar, and the yams originated in Africa. And I guess when the slaves came over, they had some. So I guess they planted them, and that's why we have yams over here today.
Oh, okay.
So we
Now that
can't.
makes a whole lot of sense.
I
We use.
thought that was some good information. And in Africa, you always see them digging for yams. So it's like they plentiful over there.
Listen, if it came from Africa, I'm gonna go with that because that's where all of our stuff come from. All of what it is that we do, with all the versions of what we do, we got different versions of what we do, but the original versions, most of it come from Africa. So I'm gonna go with what you just said, Paula.
Yeah, I was
I've
reading
heard the starch thing, but what you said makes a whole lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
I was just reading up on it while Mr. William and James was talking. So it's not a lot of difference, but there is differences.
So that's why they always give my root. Because this one lady I've been watching, binge watching a lot of her, and I like the way she cook, and they do everything like a village do back there. She still doing everything, cold everything. They don't even have the kids play like we used to play. They don't be with gadgets and stuff anyway. And they be digging up the root stuff. Even this cassava thing, I keep telling y'all I want to learn how to do this fufu thing. I'm constantly watching all that kind of stuff. See, I'm just like you, Spilly Boy. I like to cook, and I know I can, and I know you do a lot of cooking. That's why I was asking you that. Because one of my sisters accidentally bought something white in the inside. Yeah. But she used it anyway for the pies, and they were hell of a starchy. So I don't know. Okay, y'all. I get so tired.
Okay, there goes TC in your chat. I see what you said, TC, and not I got it. It's like I said, we came to an agreement. We ain't got to fight. We didn't see eye to eye on it.
Without your knowledge or consent.
It is what it is. No hate.
Virus.
Is that somebody calling?
Computer, please call support immediately.
I got to get off because
please do not attempt to shut down or restart your computer.
I'm having problems with my computer and the customer service is calling me right now.
The computer lost.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
and I can't get out. I'm trying to get out, but they got my computer locked for security reasons.
Your computer has been locked.
Oh, so
yeah, that's what you're saying.
I'm trying to get out of here. You can put me on.
Log off, Ms.
Okay, so I got to knock you off then. Hold on, let me knock you off.
Support immediately.
Okay.
Please do not attempt to shut down or restart your computer.
Okay, you go on, Paulette. Toodaloo. Okay, so good morning, 7 Girl Cave. You see, I commented it on your post. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with you what you wrote. Now, D Dot said fried bologna. Well, see, that's a dig at that person because that's what I don't know how to explain it, but they eat bologna sandwich and tomato soup for lunch, and we be having fried salmon, croquette, neck bones, and all that kind of stuff. So it was really a dig, you know what I'm saying? Because I do like some fried bologna, and you have to cut it thick and burn it just right. Just burn it just right.
I am too, TC. I'm glad we talked about it and cleared it up.
Yeah, I'm glad you did too, because that's all it takes when something go wrong, especially if it's not that big and you can talk it out. That's a good thing.
And that's what we said, how it's so easy for some. There could be one detail off and then it just grows legs. It completely grows legs. And that's why I always say, no, I don't just ignore. You know, I just don't ignore it when somebody's saying something. If it's not right, I don't just ignore it. I'll say something because things down here really do grow legs.
And the thing else, it's like sometimes you got to walk. I don't like walking on those eggshells. I want to say what I want to say. And
Right.
lately I've been noticing it's a lot of sensitive people that I didn't know was that sensitive. And so I get myself in trouble by saying something and I don't mean it in a derogatory way, a mean-spirited or anything like that. But it ain't just me. That's with anybody. You know, it's hard when you're reading this chat. And sometimes I try to stay out the chat because somebody might say something I think it's me, but I didn't see the comments above that. So I do my spiel for us talking and stuff first, and then I look at the chat as, so I won't look at every comment and think, you know, they saying something to derogatory way. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. But anyway, yeah.
And
I don't
that's
know.
life. That's life.
Huh?
That's life, you know, because everybody not the same. Some of us is a little tougher than others. Some of us don't offend as easily as others. So that's life. And you're dealing with every possible type of personality that there is in existence down on YouTube all at one time. So it just kind of is what it is. You just give your commentary and then you just be ready for whatever comes, you know?
And that's just how I be going too. But I don't know. And then I don't like censoring. People think I do, but don't. It just depends on how far I let somebody go. You know, so it just the way it is. A lot of them can ditch it, but they can't take it. Exactly. Right. So they choose to call the FBI, call the CPS, call the job, call this. When we used to do a good old roast and gag, how Spelly Boy.
Right. I mean, but there's people who literally get on their platform and literally tear people to shreds. And somebody say one thing, and they're, how dare you? How dare you? The fuck?
They can't take it. You know, that's just the way it is. But anyway, that's all I really had today. I'm gonna be coming off in a minute, but I never did get your opinion on anything I talked about. So did you watch that? Did I put on my community board? That was a sad situation. Child J. Wilson, whole identity is wrapped up in fake relationship.
What you talking about?
No, just read what seven girl said. No, I was talking about the 12-year-old that accidentally did that. Shot a 14-year-old. I talked about.
Oh no, I missed that. You know what? I came in late. And the only reason why I actually came up to help because I saw you, I was getting in the car and you were trying to get Mr. William to talk, and he wasn't talking. That's why I came up. I missed the whole first part of the show. So I just came up just to help you out that little space. And that was it. So let me drop down and let you go and finish your show.
I'm glad you did because I want somebody, I had to run outside for a minute and he's getting quiet saying, I said, no, I need you to talk. Can't just be no quietness.
Yeah, that's what I came in for. I missed the first part of the show. I got a red ball back and watched the beginning part of the show, but I saw you in the lurch. I just came to stand in the gap. That was it.
Well, I sure appreciate that because
not a problem.
I put it on my community board, 3 minutes, 34 seconds. I put in about the 14-year-old, the 12-year-old I just talked about. And then, you know, everybody and their mama still talking about Chris Rock and Will. So I threw that out there that Amy Schumer was the one that allegedly wrote that joke. And I
heard that. Yeah.
And want to start coming at her too. And then it was a story I thought was funny about holding your parts in. I think you came in on that one.
Yeah. But I'm a red ball back and watch the rest of the show. So
well, I done my. Good morning, Tisha. Patricia, good morning.
All right, so I'm gonna drop down, Bless, back into the audience, okay?
All right. Thank you for coming up. Thank you.
Absolutely, baby.
Okay.
Later.
Now, with that said, anybody else got anything else to say before I get on the good foot? So actually, I've been out here an hour and 19 minutes. She said you can't even scrutinize him with Jason. At least my man likes it. Just basic. Exactly. Come on now. If not that, we can't go get Tesla, whatever you talking about. He got. We don't care about that kind of stuff. We don't care. Well, I don't. Not, you know, and it's nice to have if you want it. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying, I used to. You don't care about all things name brand. I just don't no more. And I'm loving my Nissan Rogue SUV. I love it. And I didn't have to put nothing down. I had credit to go get it. And it cost this and that could have been a down payment on whatever car you're talking about if I so chose to go that way. So that's why I wrote on your Community Boy 7-star. I saw you saying that. And I kind of picked. I said, wow. You still over there with that Thunderdome talking about what people got? Come on now. Don't nobody care about that no more. You can, just like you got it, you can lose it. It is what it is. Been there, done all that. Don't care about that no more. So anyway, so if anybody don't have, I'm glad we talked. If anybody else don't have anything else to say, good morning. And thank you for coming up. Good morning, Mary. William, Paulette, and Spirit Boy. Hog explains best about the yams. Okay. High on the hog. I just know we use sweet potatoes. I'll write that down. Yeah. So we use sweet potatoes. It's a scam. So I'm gonna be reading on my way out. Yeah. Appreciate y'all again this morning. Sorry, blessed and James and Paula. As I said, there is more to life than. Well, of course it is. I say that all the time. Like when I'm not on here, I'll be doing family. If I don't come on the weekends because I'll be doing stuff. Sundays, church. Saturday, the grandbaby usually be over. Miss Queenie was a joke because that's what the Caucasians tomato soup and bologna sandwiches, because one of my son friends, him and my son was talking one day, and he's a Caucasian, and he was talking about how he liked to come over there and eat lunch with my boys and stuff, let him eat with the kids and like that. And he was saying he loved coming over here for lunch. So my son said, well, what kind of lunch you having at home? He said, bologna soup and tomato, bologna sandwich and tomato soup, and they bust out laughing. So he was throwing a joke at his own mom cooking his own race. So that's why, I kind of say that now. A lot of them conditions, they can't take it. They go crazy, want to dox you and everything. But see, then they got this thing out here, spill your tea before somebody says, I ain't spilling nothing. Y'all work for it. I refuse to come over here and tell all of my business. Work for it. I might tell you if you're right or not. I might tell you, and then it's not a big deal, though. I mean, come on. But that sounds like deal, though. It's not a big deal, though. THOUGH. Big deal. Not a big deal, though. Okay? Yeah, so, matter of fact, I'm going to be getting in my SUV sometime today, this morning. Because, let me see, it's today a bingo day? Let me recollect. Yeah, see. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah. I think the only time it's not bingo is Monday. Okay, Tricia, let's get the music play. Let the music play. We won't get away. Let's keep on. We won't come back some other day. See, y'all been watching a lot of TikTok. And I think I put one on my community board. I don't know if this lady was 80 or 90 years old. I said, I want to count a TikTok because I see a lot of my peers over there. I mean, I'm not as old as them, although people make jokes and say, oh, they like you got to get down. I think it's a compliment. And I pray I do get there like that. But I'm just saying, so I want to do a TikTok. Can y'all start dropping it on me? I've been here an hour and 23 minutes. Wow. See, I enjoy interacting with y'all. Just talking about this and that, and that and this, and not having to go too far with that and this. So there's a lot of stuff to talk about on YouTube. A lot of stuff. Like I said, I've been watching all kinds of stuff. But I still don't know who this option person is. And it sounded familiar. I know some of y'all probably know what it is, but appreciate it. Somebody had the audacity to say something about begging. Yeah, we all drop our cash out. You begging too. Yeah, that's what you want to call it. But I don't sit begging because every job I ever been on, I got paid. Every job I ever been on. And this is like a job if you so choose to want to make it into a career and be on here. So yeah. So I'm always have money sign Let's Rock is 56. Okay? Somebody want to hit it, they can. They don't, that's fine too. I still enjoy my click and my view. It is what it is. Can y'all drop the diamonds? We're on our way out of here. Thank you very much. I'm going to post that other story on my community board. I thought I did. About the 12 and 14-year-old. I only posted the one about the young man falling. I only did that yesterday because I wasn't coming on live and I wanted y'all to see what I was going to probably be talking about. Yes, indeed. I'm always ending up talking about food though, huh? Yes, I am. Yes, because I'm trying to think now. So what kind of groceries I'm going to go ahead and throw together. Carrie, you still here? I'm going to try to get there tonight. I know you play so. Carrie, Ray, be teaching us how to talk. What is it? Plateaus? How do you pronounce that? And by me watching this one lady all the time, I hear how her speech be. And it be like the way you be teaching us. Plateaus, yeah. And if you look at some of her videos, especially when she's cooking, oh, you're going to love it. I mean, it's a village. They, you know, and they so close. That's how family is supposed to be. I think that's why I love it. They so family oriented. That's the most beautiful daughters. And that young one, you can tell when she grows up, she's going to be a beautiful, melanated, dark skin. Beautiful. She's the kind of young, shy one. Patois. Patois. Okay. Good to diamond, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all get over there tonight. I think it'd be like 6:30 my time.